Hello. You right, Seymour? You right, Nat? You right, Reef Jones? Phil? Hello. And how you doing, Steve? Is CJ got a stream going? I don't know. See how CJ goes. I say if CJ jumps on a stream, I'll kick this off. I'm good. Until 9. How do you mean, Steve? Until 9 GMT? No. It's 7 o'clock here now, Steve. Our clocks have already gone back. Ours went back on Sunday. So until 8 o'clock GMT. Don't your clocks go back next week? Right, got you. Like I said, just keep an eye on CJ, someone. And if he, as soon as he sets one up, I'll kick this one off. I'll just set it back up when he finishes. I didn't even know Requad one, but like I said, my wife's been there. I've just dropped off at work. Fifth time change. How do you mean fifth time change? To me, that you've only done it for 5 years. That's good. Hopefully the purple tang will become the dominant one. It's always good to have a purple tang as a dominant one. Stops them getting stressed. You right, Woody? I need someone to jump in here with me, so I'm not talking to myself. Just till CJ sets up. Flag break. I'm good, Woody. You? Yeah, King of Sol. Tangs get everyone nervous, especially me. Oof. Right, so I'll only have one tang in my tank, which is a cool tang. Best grazer you can get, and not aggressive, and they don't get big. Yeah, cool tang, best tang ever. I can't see the cool tang being aggressive towards the purple anyway. Cool tangs are really like all right. I said that, but mine twats my fox face all the time. But the best mates because they swim around together all the time. And they'll have a lover's tiff. And then it'll just go and whack my fox face and put a cut on its side. Where's C. Morgan? Good, good. I'm just going to check if CJ's got his stream up. Nope. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm in the back garden. I've just been on CJ's. He's not got one going yet. Steve, you got your mic working yet? As soon as CJ's set up, I'll bang the link in here so I can just click on it. Be easier. Should still jump on the hangout so you can control it. You don't need to speak on it, but you can control it. It's stream day, Kevin. I always do a stream when the missus is on night shifts. And she's on a night shift, so it's all good. Let's get this link in here so you can all have the link. In fact, let me present that to everyone. Be easier to present it to everyone. Present to everyone. No, CJ's still not on. So start talking, people, because I'm talking to myself here and it's boring. Come on, people, get talking. Got my dog here now tapping away. Reef Fox, pick a topic. We'll talk about that topic. Let's get on a topic. I like topics. As long as I know what the topic is, and then I'm good. If not, there's someone here that will. Seymour, are you here? I need someone to jump on this chat with me because I'm getting depressed on my own. We could do with Cruz being in here because Cruz left a comment in the last one when Seymour was talking about, I think it was the lights under Pilatus Sump and all that. Cruz left a comment. Hello?
I'm not all right, tossing y'all.
Say that again.
See, that's what happens when I get on a live stream. Everybody dies.
Are you right, Kevin?
What's poppin', man?
Oh, good. I'm just glad someone's on so I can talk to someone. I hate talking to myself.
Well, you got me for a short period here. I'm driving back to work from lunch, so I figured I'd just go ahead and click the button and give you some company while they're sorting out over by the CJ camp.
Yeah.
Starting the pairing process from the phone is not allowed. Please use the phone setup option from the main menu. Returning to the main menu.
Who told you to pair anything? What's wrong with you, Carl?
Starting the pairing process from the phone is not allowed. Please use the phone setup option from the main menu.
You can't even do this while you're driving, but it's freaking out now. I don't know why. I'm serious. It's like weird. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we can hear it all. Yeah.
Yeah. So how's the tank doing, Paul?
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. In fact, I've had to frag loads of SPS because it's growing too big.
Oh, that's a good problem to have. So you have frags to sell now.
Well, someone come yesterday, picked a few up, so I made a few quid yesterday. I've made about seriously, I've about £500 worth in the last 3 weeks I've sold.
Nice. I'm hoping to get to that point where my tank just starts like getting so over. Well, I'm kind of having that problem right now with my Monty, but other than that, I mean, I'm trying to get to that point where the tank starts just exploding where I have to get rid of stuff.
Yeah. See, I'm not too bad around here because where I live, there's a lot of reefers. Yeah, there's a lot of reefers, so they're all willing to buy like bits off you.
Gotcha. And I'm guessing that you give them a really nice price, so they're even more inclined to come buy.
Oh, well, put it this way: it's half the price of the shops, so they can't grumble.
There you go. All right, there you go. Can't complain about that.
Exactly. I've got some nice pieces in the frag rack, so they'll be going in the next couple of days.
Nice.
And some rainbow millipora.
See, I wish I could get some of them, them corals y'all have over there in the UK, man.
Yeah. Saying that Monty cap's big. That yellow Monty cap there, that's on my video. That must have been the size of like a US penny, but when I put it down there, and now it's big.
You know what? I believe you because the Monty cap that I have, it started out like like probably like a quarter the size of what it is now. So I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
For some reason, Monte caps just seem to grow like crazy.
Yeah, the red one. My red one grows twice, 3 times as fast as the yellow one. The red one just explodes in growth. I've got to constantly smash it to pieces.
My green one explodes. The red one, it grows, but not as fast as the green one.
Yeah, so it must be. We must have like something higher than something else in the systems. It'd be good to see. Have you sent an ICP test out?
Yeah, I have.
So do you know what? It'd be good for me and you. I was going to say it'd be good for me and you to compare ours. It'd be good for me and you to compare our ICP tests to see what's elevated in mine and what's elevated in yours, and then we could see what's causing mine to grow faster than yours. You know what I mean?
Well, I can tell you this. When I get to the office, I can actually show you. But I can tell you this, that my numbers are lower, a little bit lower than it's almost as close to Fiji water. So like my levels are a little bit lower than Fiji water.
Right. Well, mine seem to be like balanced-ish. I think the things that was raised in mine, iodine was very high.
Oh, okay.
So that I was saying iodine is supposed to be for red corals, isn't it? So that might be why it's growing super fast.
Yes, that definitely would be, because just like in our planted tank, you need a lot of iron for the red plants to grow and stuff like that. So anything with like red color, you need more iron.
Yeah. Someone said here, I think we should discuss marine cultured or pure cultured live rock versus dry rock. Well, personally, I think dry rock's better than anything because you're not bringing all the critters and nasties into your water.
But this 180 was the first tank that I've used dry rock in. Every other tank I've used live rock.
Would you say it's better?
I wouldn't say it's better, but I would say that there's benefits to both, depending on how you look at it. Of course, you get all the critters and whatever, but if you get in my opinion, if you get the live rock from a facility or from a LFS or from somewhere that you know that they take care of their systems and they're not just getting the rock and throwing it in there and not doing anything about it, pest control or anything like that, then yeah, of course you're gonna have problems with pests and all that crap. But I mean, if you get it from somewhere that actually does their due diligence to take care of their stuff, then I mean, I think that the live rock is a little bit better, not only with the cycling process, but also with some of the critters that come. It helps the biological and just the whole tank itself. So either way, I mean, dry rock. What I'm saying?
Like bristleworms. I love bristleworms. People hate them. I absolutely love them.
Yeah, I mean, they do a job, and that's exactly. the main thing. That you got to look at is the pest doing a job or is it being a nuisance?
Yeah, they do a job. When they get big, my wrasse just rip them apart anyway. They feed me wrasse and they clean my system. So for me, I love them. If anyone's got any, they want to send them my way, bring them to me.
Right.
What's up, CJ? My wrasse love them.
Not much, man. What's going on?
Hey, Kevin, that's looking sweet.
Hanging at work, man. Finishing these.
What's looking sweet? I don't have anything showing but my avatar.
Whose tag is that? Is that
that's CJ.
Oh, is that Paul's?
What happened?
Or Paul?
Yeah, that's my tank.
What's going on, Nick? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Kevin. I missed you, man.
Hey, I've been jumping in here and there when I can. Like right now, I just got back to the office. I'm about to go inside from lunch, but I'm a jump on the hangouts, but I'm not gonna be able to talk. I'll put up my my ICP test so y'all can see what what I'm working with over here.
How's it going?
Yeah, that'll be good.
It's going good. I mean, I had a little bit of algae in my tank like 2 weeks ago. I plucked it out and did a little bit of a dark out time for a couple of days, and it seemed to have dissipated. But I think I know where my problem came in. I think I pulled too much stuff out of my refugium, and it just wasn't keeping up with the tank. So now it's growing back, and it's not growing in the tank anymore. So other than that, I mean, it's been pretty good. I've lost a fish here or there, but nothing major.
Oh, that's good.
See, the thing is, though, fish die. It could just be that the fish died. It might not be nothing to do with the system.
Right,
People need to
exactly.
understand that, I know.
Yeah, I mean, it died. When I saw it yesterday, dead in the tank. It was fine on Saturday. It was eating fine. It was a goby. It was fine eating, no problem. You know, I woke up yesterday, looked in the tank, and I'm like, what is that white thing in the back? Sure enough, it was a fish halfway eaten, because I got a lobster in there. He does clean up, so it was halfway eaten. So just pulled out the rest of it and moved on. Everything else looks good. Running some carbon on the tank now, just in case any contaminants or whatever. Keeping it moving.
I got one of those lobsters, man. They're pretty cool. I'm glad I got one.
Does yours come out?
Not really. He'll go like a body length away from his cave, and then he'll go back in the cave. So he's not really out and about.
See, man, y'all ain't got a real lobster, man. I got a real lobster, dog. My lobster comes out and runs all over the tank. I just gotta throw some pellets in there. That bad boy's all over the tank.
Yeah, when I throw pellets close to him, he'll start coming out to get the pellets, but then a wrasse or somebody will come by and eat it real quick. So then he'll go back in. But I think he'll come out for food. Pretty sure.
I like Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin's like, my lobster is so big, he can only just dip his toe in the tank.
That's right. That's right. My wife already cleaned the lobster for the pot boy.
Oh, man.
She already got the eye on that lobster, man. Ready to go.
Oh, dear.
See, I'd love a lobster or something. Do you know, like a nice like critter tank, with lobsters and that in it.
Man, I wouldn't want to put my hand in there with it. That sucker's probably like 4.5 inches. I got a big one.
Dude. CJ, have you seen my lobster?
No, I haven't seen your tank. Man. You don't share it.
Dude, it wasn't my 40. What are you talking about?
I remember that lobster, but is it the same one?
It's the same damn lobster. Getting bigger. He's molted at least 3 times in this tank already.
See, I haven't seen that yet. So I guess that's how you'll know for sure.
Yeah, man. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna jump back on the hangouts, but I'm not gonna have no audio. But I'll show y'all my ICP and a picture of the molt on the lobster. Y'all gonna be like really surprised at that shit.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Right, so go on there, the CJ.
Sure.
Right, what do you think of dry rock versus live rock?
Can't really say anything either way. Honestly, I've used both. This Nano has live rock in it. I started with live rock, and it just seems like the live rock gets you to where you want to be a lot faster. Like it already has core line. It already is pretty much stable in that tank. And my big tank is still working through its growing pains. So but to each his own. I have been reading a lot and seeing a lot of people talk about how live rock is better to have SPS. Starting off a tank with dry rock with SPS leads to more troubles, is what I've seen and heard and all that stuff. I don't know how true that is.
See, I started mine up with a mixture of live and dry. So,
like sponges and all that stuff. It's like, how do you introduce sponges and all of that unless you have live rock?
Yeah. I think it'd be good to put dry rock in and a couple of bits of live rock. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're getting some of the benefits.
I'm wanting to seed my tank with some kind of sponges or something. So I think I may go get a big piece of quality live rock and stick it in my 120.
Yeah.
Add a little diversity.
What's over
DC Reef, what's going on, man?
you at DC? Someone mentioned something before about RO units, saying that there's a lot of RO units about. They all do the same thing. The most of them are made in the same factory.
What's that?
RO units.
No, they're not all made in the same factory, but
Well, that's what they tell you. They're also made in China.
yeah, you know, they do. But they're all. It's like with the J-boat pumps, right? The actual pump itself is pretty generic. All the casings and housings are the same.
Exactly. They're all made in the same place. What's this? I don't know what the Redskins is, so you'll have to pass on that one. Is that a football team or something? Good, Levi. What are you up to, Nick? How's your system doing?
It's all right. I'm getting ready to purge it. I'm gonna get a strap wrench tomorrow so I can change out this other RODI because I think I wound it too tight and I can't undo it. So I'm gonna get a strap wrench tomorrow because I just already broke two RO canister wrenches on it. So I'm gonna do that in the morning, get some fresh DI resin in there, and hopefully my TDS will come back down. And then I'm going to get some natural seawater and purge the system out with that. Get ready to get those frags that guy's holding for me and get them in here. So yeah, should all be good.
I thought you were going them tomorrow.
Again, what? Sorry.
Are you not going tomorrow for them?
Tomorrow?
I thought you was going Tuesday.
Did I say Tuesday?
You said Tuesday.
Or
I don't know.
I need to put it back a couple of days.
The thing is, right, it's like you need to speak to him because he said he'll be willing to drive up with him, you know.
Who, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know whether he was keeping them or somebody else was keeping them, like somebody he knew.
I don't know.
So I'll message him then and see if he wants to do that. We'll see. But I want to get my system purged out a little bit first to make sure that they don't come into crappy water.
Right. Is Kevin here?
I'm gonna make a video soon because
Kevin's put his ICP test up.
I saw this guy criticizing the ultra reefs because we supplied him a tank, and because he went from marine to freshwater, he wasn't putting enough water through them. And I said, "Oh, you need to get a couple of bore valves, you know, to dial them in." And he didn't do that. He went to Paul and got some reducers, but the reducers didn't reduce it enough. So then Paul went out and spent some time at his house looking at it. And what they did to kind of solve the problem in the short term was they covered one of the exits up with a plastic bag. And he did a YouTube saying how shit they were, how crappy they were.
Look at he's showing you his lobster.
Oh, wait a minute, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Looks tasty, that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
5 inches.
Wow. That's a beast. So yeah, I'm going to do a video on how to set them up properly, because like I hate it when people do that. You tell them what to do, they don't do it, and then they blame the product.
Yeah.
So what's all that about? How long have we been using Ultra Reefs now for?
I'm just looking what his results have come back as. See, how does that work there? That magnesium there.
I can't read it on my iPad.
1012. It's low then, that isn't it? That magnesium. So
sometimes when you switch your system onto it, it sucks up the magnesium pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think that didn't it do on yours?
What?
Suck up the magnesium when you switched.
I don't know. My magnesium has always been a bit higher. I never used to use it, but like I say, I'm dosing it constantly daily now, where I never used to dose it, did I?
No.
So yeah, it is sucking it on.
Yeah, the rock
sodium
been up a little bit to start
with. Nickel, phosphorus. I'm just trying to see because his yellows, Monty grows a lot quicker than mine, you see. Where mine red grows really quick, yet his yellow grows really quick. So I'm trying to see what's like elevated in mine that's not in his.
Right.
See, man, that molybdenum, what no one can say. Everyone's always low on that, aren't they?
Yeah, because it's what's got it in it to add it. That's the thing.
Strontium. See there, right? Is strontium. Do you know what? That could be it, you know, because my strontium's always low, where his strontium is a little bit elevated there.
Mm.
Well, I mean it's like micro elevated, but still, it's above what it should be. But mine's always low, so that could be it, Kevin. It could be that my strontium's shite. I could do with getting a strontium test actually, and some strontium in. You ain't Stian? So that could be it, strontium. I think, Kevin, your strontium's good compared to mine, and your iodine is good compared to mine. Like my iodine, your iodine's spot on there. Well, yeah, is it? Yeah, your iodine's spot on. Where mine is super high, like 15 times too much. And that seems to be it. Everything else seems to be calcium. See, your calcium's a bit low. Mine's high. See, I reckon it'll be the strontium, the iodine, and the calcium. Mine are all elevated compared to you. Well, no, the strontium's low, but the iodine and calcium's high. That could be it.
Oh, you're not using Triton? It's using Aquaforest.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I said, but it's still an ICP test at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? See that boron? So, hang on, what's your boron there? So his boron's like virtually right. I wonder what mine is. Because that aids in your colour, doesn't it? Coloration. Well, his aluminium is low. My aluminium's higher than that. But that's because I was using that phosphate remover stuff. That lobster, huge. Kevin, what do you know your calcium test? Did it show higher than your ICP test? If you're not, it'd be good to know if it's happening with the Triton, like all the ICP tests, not just the Triton ICP. Right, so his calcium test was spot on with the ICP test. That's good. That's good to know, then, isn't it?
Yeah, it shows how accurate it can be.
Oh, look at that! Beautiful. It's a male, that, isn't it? That's the male.
Hey, did you hear about the Hawaiian ship fishing?
Yeah. Yeah. Went back to court, what, 2 days ago?
Everyone's going to be stuck for yellow tangs.
Yeah, well, they upheld it, didn't they? So, upheld the ban.
Good. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Exactly.
I think it'll be good. It'll stop people from, taking them for granted.
I'm just looking at Kevin's pictures here.
Yeah, I like that coral beauty.
One fish I won't have in my fish tank. Jesus.
Well, coral beauties.
Yeah.
They're nice fish.
Yeah, but they also eat coral.
So that's what I like about, me being lucky enough to have this unit, because I can just set up a tank and just put what I want in. I'm not limited to just one tank.
Yeah.
It's lucky, really. I've got tanks here that are empty. I've got like 4 tanks here, and I've only set one up.
Clem's always there.
I'm going to order some coral bays in there. And start doing corals.
Indonesian zoas, them, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nice.
That's the good thing about Indonesian zoas. They're just all multicoloured with no names, and they're just cheap.
Vietnamese ones are cheap.
You get someone sticking a name to them and charging you a bomb, even though they're only just cheap.
Yeah.
Go on, if those horses on here.
Every time I click back on my YouTube...
Do it, SYT. Go on, say again, Nick.
For some reason, every time I click onto YouTube for the chat, it knocks my sound off on the stream.
Yeah. DC has 3 anna checkers. You can have them all, Phil. Why? Is DC Reef for packing in? Oh, there's his Monty. See, I love it when Monty does that. Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Stian got algae issues. Stick some outbreak in there, Stian. And do some bubbling. I'll break it down. A bit of carbon dosing.
Did some bubbling today after I cleaned my glass.
Did it look good? Did it clear it out?
Yeah, crystal clear. It's like it's I came in today and I looked at my tank and I said to the missus, I said, that wall looks disgusting. Anyway, it was just my glass was dirty. But it just makes your wall look manky, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I cleaned all my glass, got the bubbles in to clear the water, and it just looks like it's had a full water change.
Nice.
Can't join that, but you will soon. No, you're not. We're not letting you because Liverpool's crap.
Hey, Seymour.
Doing something at his son's school. Settled bubbling again after I took it out for a while. Out of outbreak, we'll order some more. Yeah, outbreak or Fritz number 9.
Is it number 9? I thought that was the nitrifying one.
I think it's number 9. Give me a second.
No, number 9's the nitrifying one. You want the crud busting one. Autotroph bacteria.
Number 7's a nitrifying.
Or is it?
Yeah, so number 9 is the hang on. Yeah, Fritz meat is the 9 is SW, saltwater nitrifying bacteria.
Right. So you want denitrifying, right?
Hmm. Good for getting you rid of your ammonium nitrates.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I don't know what my mandarin is eating because I haven't put any pods in here for God knows how long.
You're putting plankton in it?
No, I don't put anything in it. All my white spots is cleared up though.
Never had white spots, so I'm good.
Oh.
Well, not in this system, anyway.
I didn't lose anything though. I just left it alone. Put some paradigm in with the food and dosed a bit of paradigm and stuff and just left it. And they're all clear now.
Where's CJ gone? He was here before, wasn't he? OCD. I have a kind of OCD with my tank.
A kind of. You have very.
Well, I used to make sure my sump, the bottom of the sump was clean all the time, and like my skimmer, if any crap collected in the bottom of the skimmer, I used to open the skimmer and clean it out. But now it's got like a layer of shit floating around in the bottom of the skimmer, and I'm not cleaning it. Can't be asked. But I did clean the cup the other day after 3 months.
Right.
And it stunk so bad. By the time I'd scooped it all out, like cleaned all the edges of it and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, must have been like bloody 8 ounces of crap. Do you know what I mean? A thick, lumpy crap. But I like it being on there because it's easy for the bubbles to attach and come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why you have to have your skimmer bed in because it's building up that layer of slime that,
I never washed it though. I literally cleaned it, got a bit of filter floss, cleaned it out and left it. Do you know what I mean? So it's still got like the slime layer on it, which I never took off.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to get to grips with my tank again now I'm back. It's been neglected for probably about a month.
My coral's just growing like mad, It's doing me tits in.
I tell you what, we ought to do a day down here, Paul. Get a load of people down here and help me knock the place out so we can get ready for the corals and stuff.
Well, the thing is, it's one of them, isn't it? Getting people down, every freaking works, don't they?
Yeah. We'll have to do a Saturday or a Sunday or something on it.
Yeah. I work Saturdays.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I don't work Sundays. But it's one of them. If I'm off on a Sunday, my missus is off at the same time.
Yeah, you've got to spend some time together, right?
No, there's that, but she bloody organises stuff all the time, doesn't she? We're going here, are we? Yeah, all right.
Just promise her a trip to Meadowhall in Sheffield. She can spend a good day there.
Oh, this weekend, it's my long weekend this weekend. I'm at a funeral on Friday because, like I said, my mate died like last week.
Bless.
So I'm going to a funeral on Friday. On Saturday, I'm going to a fire and all that. And we're going to a firework display on. I'm like, am I? No, it's already organised my weekend for me.
That's crazy.
I do have it with my display. My display's got to be clean. You know what I mean? So like my glass, I usually like not. I like to leave it like 3 days, you know, before I do anything. But honestly, like I came in today. When did I do it last? In fact, it was more than 3 days ago. I would have done it last, but I came in today. I didn't want to do it, but looking at it, it just looked scruffy, so I had to do it. Mixed around the sand, give the sand a whirl with a stick, and clean the glass.
Well, that's what I need to do. I need to get myself another sand sifter that's not going to spray it all over the rocks.
See, the thing is, I got extra snails, but the dust don't seem to be doing a good job. They seem to come out when they can be asked instead of doing a proper job of my stuff.
Yeah.
Even my starfish, when I got it, it was small. You know, my sand sifter.
Yeah.
It was small when I got it. It's like 3 times the size it was, but now it's just got a lazy twat. Pardon the French.
Honestly,
it just got lazy now. It just it can sit in the same spot for a day. Like today, it was moving about, only because I was wafting the sand about.
Honestly, I always think that fish will do the main job, and then the cleanup crew will basically just polish it off.
Yeah.
That's what I've always found. Like, they'll do bits, but the main work is fish, I think. Nice fish to take algae, and a nice fish to poke around, and a nice fish to sift your sand. And then everything else will just clean up after that.
Yeah. Do you know what? I wanted crews to jump on, you know.
All right.
Because, like yesterday, was it yesterday, the day before, talking about what was I talking about?
He'll still be in work now. He won't, like, 10 o'clock our evening time. He'll be driving home. So that's the time he finds it easiest to get on.
Tell you what, they've done it again. My videos, every time I do a live stream, right, they've blocked my video again from being monetized.
All right.
From the last stream. But I don't know why.
No idea.
Not a clue. It does me head in though. Hang on. I don't know. Not a clue. I don't know why they're doing it. I wonder if it's because I've got Reef in it. Do you know what I mean?
You got what?
I've got a Reef in it, haven't I?
All right.
It's most probably what it is. Right, let's get back on the chat. Give me a second, people. I'll be back on the chat in a second. And I'm back. Right. Oh. I'm talking about hockey. I don't know what hockey is. I know they used to play it at school. Well, the girls did. Ah, see, rugby. See, now we're on about rugby. We know what rugby is. Everyone knows what rugby is. A real man's sport. Revenue. PB, you're on. Ah, PB, so you can actually get on the video. That's a good thing. PB, just say yes or no if you can hear me. Whoop, whoop, she can hear. All right, I got you, Steve. Hang on, is Ailey here? I've not even seen Ailey. Hang on, gotta scroll up now. Where's Ailey? Where's Ailey? Where's Ailey? Is Ailey here? Where's Ailey? PB? I can't see you. You thought you were Ailey. Even Kevin's saying, hey, Ailey. Is Ailey here? So, yeah, she'll be listening in. Just everyone say, A up, and she'll turn up. It's like Beetlejuice here. Like I said, Ayla's always about. She's always listening. In fact, she was ill the other day when she said she was ill, I think. Right, we need a topic. We need a topic because I'm bored. time is it in America? 7. Still early, isn't it? Dawson. So, there you go then. What do people dose? Or do you use a calcium reactor? Or do you manual dose? Do you use a dosing unit? It's 4 o'clock. You see, so when you talk about dosing, it's one of the worst topics to talk about dosing, in my opinion, because there's so many varieties of different ways of doing it. Like manual dosing, I think that's one of the easiest ways to do it, but one of the boringest ways to do it. It's like me, I've used Triton. I dose, I think it's at the minute I'm dosing 10 mil a day of each bottle. I'm using a J-Bo doser. PB uses JBL, which can't pronounce half the shit. I think everyone's the same, PB. Half the stuff, I can't even pronounce half of it. We try, but when we do say it right, the Americans say it different, so we're knackered. Aluminum. Aluminium. Kevin's joined the video call. Aluminium. Hang on. Here's Kevin's. Let's put Kevin's thing on. Present to everyone. There we go. So there's Kevin's Apex. So look at Kevin's Apex. You know, it might be easy to look on YouTube. Bear with me. Kevin, is that where you changed it, where your calcium went up there from the 19th to the 20th? Is that where you raised it when you got the ICP back? Right. Got you. So, do you know the Apex? Does the Apex monitor your calcium, magnesium, and alkalinity? Do you have probes for all them? think the good thing with Triton, Steve, over a calcium reactor is you can tweak individual elements. With a calcium reactor, you can't. It just doses them all at the same rate, doesn't it? So it's 20, using 20 millimeter only. Trunley, could you jump on and show us your system? I want to see what's in there. Like 20 mil a day is a lot. Do you know what I mean? You must have loads of SPS in there to suck all that up. Oh, 1,000 litres, there you go. 3 times as much as the size of my tank. Kevin Dawson, 144 mil a day. Yeah. See, like the Triton, it's 7 times as strong as it used to be. It's a strong one anyway, so it's 7 times as strong. So with these Dawson 20, 40, 60, 100, 20, 40, it's Dawson about the same as you if it went that way around. It's like 7 times as strong. See you later, PB. Splish splash, she's taking a bath. See, all eyes on Kevin's apex here. Tell you what, Kevin, that had confused the living crap out of me. Seriously. Tasty. Nick.
Yeah.
How much are we talking for an apex?
For a base system, we're about £600.
Right. Chunley, is that you, Nicole?
Can you hear me, Paul?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, that's my system. I don't know if it comes any good. It's going to pick anything up.
No, I can see it. See, this is what I get. Like mine, I've got.
Can you hear me, Paul?
Yeah, I'm packed with. Is that yours playing back? Have you still got YouTube on?
I don't know if it comes any good. It's going to pick anything up.
No, I can see it. Yeah, turn your YouTube off. Or pause it.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Cool.
So in that system there, you're using 20 mil of Triton a day.
20 milliliters a day, and my DKH is 8.5 steady.
Nice.
And my calcium is around 450 to 460 over a 2-week period.
Right. I was going to say, because you said I've got a lot of SPS in mine.
Yep.
Like bigger colonies, and like most probably a lot more frags, because I've got like a section down there which got like 40 odd frags in it of SPS. I'm using 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm roughly around 1,000 liters. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. It goes on the water volume, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the way I've got it set up on mine, I'll just turn the light on. I'm going to show you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head home, so I'm gonna be off. I'll see if I can come back on when I get in.
Yeah, no worries. See you in a bit, Nick.
Hey Trundley, have you got an RFG on that system?
An RFG?
Yeah, random flow generator.
I haven't. No, I've got the Aqua X in and out.
X Aqua.
That's the one. Yeah.
Right, half inch. Sorry, yeah, half inch RFG will fit straight onto that.
Oh, cool. Okay, I was wondering that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So, how many returns have you got? Just one or two?
Two.
Yeah, I was going to say I would expect two for that. So, yeah, let me know if you want a couple of RFGs.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll get in contact with you, Nick.
All right, buddy. Right, I'll catch you guys in a bit.
See you later.
All right, bye.
Yeah, I'm using the Apex as well.
See, I've never been into all the gadgety stuff, me.
Yeah, no, I'm quite a bit of a sucker for that, to be honest with you. I do like a gadget.
Yeah, well, I'm the opposite. I'm the complete opposite. Anything that's less work for me, that's what I'll stick with.
Gotcha.
So I'm definitely less is best for me.
Yeah. So I do automatic water. Well, I used to do automatic water changes. Now I'm usually trying. I don't do it. So I've got like a you see that pump up there?
Yeah.
That's a basically that used to be from a water changes which go directly into the drain. So everything was, well, it still is, to be honest with you. It's all automated. So I'm proper lazy. I just like to push a button and let it all take control, do it itself.
Yeah. Are you doing full Triton or are you using the other methods?
At the moment, I'm using the other method because I just can't get the Chato to go in my tank.
Yeah.
It just dies.
What a lot of people don't realise, right? If you actually read the Triton thing, they don't do water changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't say that. They actually tell you to do water changes. Yeah,
I know. Well, at the moment, my nitrates are around 8 and my phosphates are 0.02. So
you don't need to.
I don't need to. So yeah, at the moment, it's I've got the biomedia. I'm running the Deltex skimmer. I'm using filter floss. It seems to be working, taking care of itself at the moment. I've got 4 tanks. I've got about 8 wasps. So I've got quite a few fish in there.
Yeah. Kevin said, "Damn, that's some good use of an Apex."
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If you're going to get the use out of it, if you're going to spend that money on it, get the use out of it.
Yeah.
Have you got your RO unit? Is that connected to your system and all?
Yeah. The whole lot. Everything's all connected to the Apex. Well, I've got my I don't know if you're even going to be able to seal that. So, can you see that or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got my Apex, all my modules down there. I've got my you see all that in there?
Yeah.
So that's my Apex system. That's my dosing pump. I've got my Ecotech transformers for my lighting down there. Everything is one off the Apex. Everything.
Your spare bottles of Triton at the front.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh yes.
All you need to do now, is get the them clear bottles to put your Triton in. That's what I was doing that at first, but
I was reading on the Triton support group on Facebook, and they were saying that it deteriorates quicker.
They would say that because it's not advertising their bottles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's to me, it's balls. How big is the tank? It's 1,000 litres. How many gallons is that? US gallons is that?
Oh, I ain't got a clue. I wouldn't even like to work that out.
I've got a minute, Kevin. I'll find out for you. So, litres to US gallon is litres to US gallon. So it's 1,000 litres, yeah?
Yeah, just under about. I think it's about 920 in total. There's something else.
So that's 264 US gallons, Kevin. There you go, big boy. Have you seen a lot of growth since you started using Triton?
Oh, it's exploded. I was using Red Sea before, but then I noticed I was overdosing. I was just doing a recommended 2 ml a day on the 4 bottles, and then when I was testing with their kits, I was overdosing on the what's the bottle C, which I think is iodine, if I'm correct. So
yep. So what was your iodine?
It was off the chart.
Like mine.
It was ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, mine was off the chart. Mine was using Triton. Mine was off the chart.
Right. Okay.
It was I think they set it as 60 or something, don't they?
I believe so.
And
yeah.
I think mine was 570.
Wow.
So
yeah.
Well, I was dosing a product which the second main ingredient was iodine. So
gotcha.
Do you know what I mean? So it was an amino acid, but it had, like I said, the second element, the second main thing was iodine. So I was feeding that, thinking I was putting amino acids in, and unbeknown to me, I was overdoing the iodine.
Gotcha.
So that's not being fed anymore. Just reading the chat here, see what people are saying. It's confused. Nice tank. No one expects you to be able to convert there you go. So you got a nice tank off that reefing.
Cool.
On a budget king.
Yeah, I was running Gen 3 Radions. I've upgraded now to T5s as well.
Right.
So I'm running for 3 Gen 3 and plus 2 ATI Core Plus, which I'll run the total fault period of around 6 hours maximum, and only run the T5s for 4, and that seems to be working.
Can you show us the top of your tank where your lights are?
Yeah.
Well, the tank's massive, isn't it?
It is. 2 seconds. I want to get. You're not going to see that, are you?
Oh no, I can see you.
Yeah. So I've got my 2 T5s. Got the Radions, and I've got the Apex Lunar.
Right.
Moonlights. If you the top of the tank, get on top.
Yeah, if you don't fall.
Yeah, see, there you go. Just got wires in. I'm actually running out of space now to put everything.
Well, see, I think that's the way I'm going to go. You know, T5s, but I'm going to wait till Seymour gets this new bracket that you can attach your Radions in.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets that, and I know it's good and worth it, I think that I'll be getting.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I think T5s is the way I go. Everyone's going back to T5, so.
Yeah, no, T5s give you so much more coverage.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, you just get that blanket of light all over the whole entire tank.
Excuse me. You ready, Phil? Kevin said,
Hey, what's going on?
Good, good. Hang on, we got it then.
Trying to.
I'll tell you what, Phil. How long's that system been up and going?
7 months.
That looks like it's just been set up.
No, it's been 7 months now. I had I don't know if you remember me talking about it in your chat, but I had Marine Velvet, so I had to run it fallow for 70. I ran it 76 days, but I actually just put this purple tang in today, and then the other fish have been back in for about a month now, and everyone's doing pretty good.
76 days. That's more than double for Velvet, anyway.
Yeah, it is. You know, I decided to do it just in case there was any signs of ick or anything in the tank. So yeah. I just took my time with it, and it's been a battle, though. I had a bunch of brown algae in it, but now the coralline's kind of taken over, and had a real bad case of dinos. But yeah, it's finally starting to come together, so I've been pretty happy.
Oh, see that? Man of me out there. Them euphyllias there. Absolutely love them like that. Especially frog spawns.
Yeah, I got some euphyllias there. And then a little torch garden here.
See, you know what, right? I'm one of the people that absolutely hate torch corals. Sorry, don't get me wrong, they look nice, but me, I don't like them. I love frog spawn euphyllia, but I just don't like torch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they're probably one of my favorites. I got these frags from a guy on the Reef to Reef forum. I've had these guys for a couple weeks now.
Kevin's saying shame on you, Paul. Kevin, I love euphyllia. I love hammer and I love frog spawn. It's just torch corals. When I first set my tank up, I actually had, not this one, the other system, I actually had torches in it. And they was growing big and all that, but they got that big, they were just swafting everywhere and killing everything. So I just fell out of love with them. Yeah. See, Steen said the same thing. He couldn't keep a torch to save his life. Amazon frog spawn, no problems. You know what I mean? But there you go. Each to their own, eh? So what system, what, that's a Red Sea Reefer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Reefer 525.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You could have got away with just 2 lights on the top there, you know.
Yeah, I probably could have. Initially, I was going to, and then I don't know. I mean, they probably just did it to sell me a light, but
I was going to say because you must have getting a lot of overspill, do you know, from the thing. Or what you could do there, right, is have this like the normal lenses in the outer 2, and in the center have 2 wide-angle lenses.
Yeah.
I think
I probably could have, but you know, on this tank here, I wanted to go all out, so I talked to Bulk Reef Supply, and they told me for this size tank to go with 3. You know, they probably would have told me that anyway, just to sell me another expensive light. But
yeah. Steve just said there, it won't be pushing it with 2. No, he won't be pushing it with 2 because if you remember on Reef Dudes, what was it? Because
he has the XR15s, right? He has.
Yeah.
I have the 30s.
Yeah, but when like I said, when the bloke came on, what's the full length of your tank? Is it 5 foot?
Yeah, 5 foot.
Yeah, because a single light, a single lens will give you a 2 foot spread. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a single lens. Yeah. If you push that single lens and get you 2 foot, yeah, you could go with 2 because you're going to get that overspill of both, which is going to give you that extra foot in the middle. So yeah, you could go with 2. But I suppose 3 looks nice, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, I mean it works out okay. I don't mind. I mean, in order to set this tank up, I don't know if you remember. I know I've told other people on the streams, but I wound up selling a motorcycle and a boat just to scrape up enough money to do this tank.
Yeah. Thing is, a good thing like with 3 though, you'll be able to put SPS absolutely anywhere in that system, won't you?
Yeah, I plan on I have a few here, some smaller frags, but I plan on doing this whole upper area, all SPS.
Don't fall for my trick though. I'm putting little frags close together. Even 2 inches is too close. I did that. I've got them touching now. Let's see if I can see. See if you can see this in mine. And I must have had about 5 inches between these. I don't know if you can see it here. If I turn this light off over here, you might be able to see it there. These blue lights are on, you see. Hang on. Yeah, you see it here. Ooh, here.
Uh-huh.
So that started off with a frag over here. It's actually grown all that big, and it's literally growing right up to this one.
Is that the one your fingers by? Is that run, that real fuzzy one? I can't really tell what the blues.
Yeah, that's the fuzzy one there. But then you got this one here, this acro here. It's grown that big. It's literally grown straight across to it. So, and that must be from where it started off. That must be 6 inches. 6 inches from where it set off, and they're literally nearly touching each other. So
yeah, that's good to keep in mind. I know when you have small ones, you like to kind of jam them up close to each other.
You want to fill up, don't you? You want to make it look packed.
Exactly.
Well, I fell for that trap, and the thing is, because they're bait out on the rock, you can't move them. You can break the frags off and keep them growing that way, but you can't move them once they've settled down.
Yeah, I've had a few that have started to base out pretty good. This one right here, this red robin, it's hard to tell with the lighting, but you can see like the green base on it, so it's encrusted pretty good. This one here is encrusted just all over the frag plug. But
you see me?
Yeah, this grafted Monty cap I have here is doubled in size since I've had it.
I want that. Oh, see, I love that.
And then the same with this Superman Monty. You can see the original frag plug, and then how much it based off of that.
Yeah.
And then this cello, same thing. This cello.
You're breaking up there, Phil.
These I took out. Like I just took a frag off, and then these candy cane.
Duncan's. Are you there, Phil? You broke up then, Phil.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you was breaking up. Even Karen there saying we've got a robot because she was breaking up.
And then that Hollywood Stunner back there, that was a little piece that came out of my other tank.
Yeah.
And then that purple torch right there. And those are the only pieces I've taken out of the other tank. But it's starting to recover too. I'll go in here and show you. I told you a while back after I did the Triton test that I had high zinc.
Yeah.
So I pulled that screen top off because I think it was corroding and leaching, but it's starting to bounce back now. These candy canes here were I thought they were dead for sure. That Duncan, I had a frag and I moved the other piece up here. But yeah, everything else is doing pretty good in this tank.
Oh, they're both looking beautiful. I said that other one, it looks brand spanking new.
Yeah, it's 7 months. Been going for 7 months. And part of that though was kind of stunted because without the fish, my nutrient levels just tanked. And there was just my corals were all paling out. Matter of fact, this acro right here, it actually stripped, but it started to come back now. So
you know that thing is happening on mobile again, Paul.
Say again, fella?
I said that thing is happening on mobile again where it won't play.
Yeah, it's crap, that's why.
what's going on, O? How you been?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
This on that grafted Monty cap, I got a little bryopsis that came in with it, and I tried to manually remove it, and just kept coming back, and then it started to spread. So I did the right now I'm using the fluconazole on it, and within 2 or 3 days it went away.
That's good.
Hey, Paul. You see that my Monty that I thought died coming back?
I'm looking. It's coming back from the dead. Tell you what, I love that. I love that system, Phil.
Thanks, Paul.
Do you know what? Might rescape it and do it like Phil's.
Yeah, have you ever seen my sump? The way I did the plumbing and all that?
I think I have before now, but show me again.
Yeah, I did a manifold here, and then it comes down and has a reactor in the back here, and then skimmer, algae turf scrubber. So it's pretty basic, just other than the manifold.
See, that I could do with something like that, me. But I'm so lazy.
And then on this side of the cabinet, I did a false wall in the back, and then I mounted the apex and all my dosing pump, my Devon special dosing containers.
Oh, so yeah. So you got the flat water. I got the fizzy water, so I can have black lids.
Yeah, what I did on the back here is I put some standoffs and I just put magnets, so I can just pull it and the whole thing will rock out. That way I can access the back of it.
See, that's good.
But yeah, it just keeps all the wiring and stuff out of the way.
I'm not even going to show you my cupboard at the side because it's that messy. It's one of them secret cupboards, you know what no one's supposed to look at.
Oh yeah. And then I ordered, this is my acrylic top that I got, that I always talk about. So it's cut out in the back for the radions, and it's cut out for the overflow.
See, the thing is, I was...
A manifold is easy.
That's why Go on, Phil.
No, I was saying, you, Paul, doing a manifold is easy, just plumbing.
Yeah, but you don't realize it's me. I'm so bad at doing stuff.
Not worse than me. I'm telling you, I've actually taken the skills I learned while doing my reef tank back to like fixing stuff in the house. You know, whenever I do plumbing, now I hooked up like my ice maker to my fridge. I think doing my tank manifold is the first time I ever glued any kind of PVC in my life.
I'm just on Google at the minute. Can you see my screen, Seymour? I'm just on Google.
Really? Yo, it's funny. 2 days after I finished my manifold, then CJ did his with the self-cleaning thing, and I was like, oh, I thought it was like perfect. And then, like after I finished mine 2 days later, I saw CJ's video. I was like, oh, shucks.
Hey man, what's up with self-cleaning, man?
Yeah, man. I tell you should pack that. I'm actually probably, if I have to do anything in my sump again, I would do that, because to turn a valve, turn up the flow, and you can basically clean your sump. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's good unless you have a refugium. I need to remake the video with a disclaimer. If you have a refugium that you want to keep copepods and microalgae alive, then it's probably not the best thing because you will clean out all your pods. So.
Oh, but I can isolate. See, the way my stuff is, I can isolate like the refugium and the stuff that grows pods. So when if I'm actually going to do the self cleaning, I can isolate. I can isolate the refugium so water doesn't circulate there. So it's basically just going into the filter socks back and forth.
Oh yeah, that'll work then. That's good.
For 1 hour.
You want to play video games?
No video game. I play soccer. You play Bad Zombie. Oh, no, just 1 hour.
1 hour video game. What time is it now? 4:31. So 5:30. All right, cool. Got to do the daddy thing, you know?
What happened to everybody? Everybody go?
No, I'm here. Are you just muted?
Let me just go to a quiet location. I'll be back on in a sec. Give me a second.
Yes, Seymour, just look at my screen.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Listen, man. Don't you?
Brianna said a Liverpool player. This man there.
Sorry, Seymour, you just got to have it. It should be a Liverpool fan.
All right. I'll see you. We're going to get our revenge.
Yeah. CJ, Kevin said, can you put your mic closer? Or I'll just turn him up. That'll be easier, won't it? I'll just turn you up, CJ.
What's that? You talking about the background noise? Yeah.
No, he said you're there you go. He said you're quiet.
Yeah, well, when he muted himself with all the background noise, everything got quiet. I almost thought I lost connection. Though I'm heading home now. I'm hoping that I get home to a peaceful tank. So I put the powder blue back in the tank. Yes, last night. So hopefully this morning everything's all right. Let's see here.
I say you want to like I say, get the video on when you get back, see if it's all right. Or not.
Yeah, when I walk in, as long as the house is calm. Video on. I never know when I'm walking to. Hell, over there got a whole lot of.
CJ, Kevin said, CJ, leave the damn fish alone.
Yeah, I'm not touching them no more after this. I'll tell you what. If all of these fish do fine, I'm only going to add a couple more. I'm going to add some clams. And after that, I'm not adding or touching any more fish in my tank. I'll just be happy with the ones I got.
Then you're going to put coral
that have been able. Yep, and I'll just be adding coral at that point.
What angels have you got in your system?
Just two. I got the Singapore angel and the flame angel. Those are the only two I have. I'm not going to add any more.
Well, don't put any air cans in your system.
I'm not really a big A-can fan, man.
Yeah, because I know flame angels.
I'm really not a fan.
Yeah. Flame angels love air cans, so that's one thing that you want to be careful with.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's definitely going to be a risk, man. But hopefully these guys are well tempered. But part of the reason I don't really like A-cans because I've never been able to keep them alive and well in my tanks.
Well, you won't with an angel.
Oh yeah, that'll kill any chance of it.
Yeah.
Plus, those things grow so slow. It takes forever for an A-can to turn into a huge colony.
Well, you said that. I've had them grow fast. I've had some take years and years, but I've had some grow super fast.
Yeah.
I have the same problem, CJ. I can't keep A-cans very well either. I have a couple. Let me turn my camera back on. I have a couple in my 58, but they just, they've been like that for months now. They just don't do nothing.
Right.
Well, you see my colony before I got rid of it, didn't you? All them ones I used to have hundreds of them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I guess it's just whatever style you have your tank set up for is good for them, and the other ones are not. I don't know. Maybe I didn't feed it enough. Who knows, man? Flow, lighting. I could just never. Those and Blastos. I couldn't keep Blastos alive either. But this was in my JBJ, so maybe the 120's water chemistry will be different.
My Blastos seem to have took off over the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What do you keep yours in as far as flow and lighting, Paul? Low or?
Yeah, in both. It's low lighting and pretty low flow. I've actually, if I turn this on here, you'll be able to see where they are. I've actually got these. So see there. So they're actually shaded like this. So they're getting a little light under the cap. And the vertically, like the pumps up there. So that's like, so like a little and since
Is it me or is that breaking up a lot?
Yeah, he's breaking up.
Am I breaking?
A little bit, but
okay.
I think when you got close to the tank, that's when I broke up too. I think something's interfering.
Yeah, I thought it was just me. I was like, I'm driving. Maybe it's just me.
No. Right, yeah. So I've got them. Like you can see me. It's better if I do it here, so I not put it close. So they're just under the Monty cap, so they're not getting loads of light. They're not like in the middle of the tank, so they're not getting hammered with flow. They're getting like indirect flow from the pump over the other side, so they're getting the flow from over there. So they're not getting too much flow. So that's a low flow and a little bit of light, not too much, and that's made them better.
What do you do as far as nutrients, Paul? As far like, what do you keep your nitrate and phosphate at?
Well, my phosphate I try to keep at 0.03.
Okay.
Around there, and I try to keep me nitrates between 5 and 10. I like them at. Just to feed, because I've got like when you've got your LPS, they like a bit of nutrients. I've got a few zoas in here. So, like, you really want nitrates for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the problem I have is when mine gets too low, my zoas start suffering and most of the LPS starts suffering when it drops too low.
In fact, Phil, I'll tell you what I did though. I was dropping my nitrates and I was dropping them. I was getting them below 5, and even some of the SPS started just dwindling. So I started raising them back up, and they've all kicked back in again. Started growing again. So I think they need that balance. I think around 5 is good, personally.
Yeah, that's where I like to. That's what I shoot for too, 5. The problem I'm having in the new tank though is between the algae scrubber and the skimmer, it's just stripping. I mean, it's stripping it out to nothing.
Yeah. Well, why don't you switch one of them off?
That's what I've noticed in the last week since they're off with the fluconazole. Things are looking way better. So what I think I'll do is when I fire it back up is I'll either run one or the other and just keep my eye on it.
Well, why don't you do it alternate? Just like for 1 week do one and 1 week do the other.
I guess that would be the question is which one would benefit you more?
Yeah.
On its own. I would maybe try running it without a skimmer and just run the scrubber.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That would maybe leave. I mean, thinking that would leave more in your water column available for stuff than the skimmer. Because I think the skimmer removes everything, right? But the scrubber only removes certain things.
You'd be keeping all your good stuff there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do because I know with both of them running, the skimmer was pulling out some crazy gunk, and the turf scrubber, once it finally kicked in, I mean, I was having to harvest it once a week. It was just the whole screen would get completely covered. So I think with running them both at this point, I mean, as the tank gets older and, more stuff builds up, then I could probably kick the skimmer back in. But It's just I've never run a tank without a skimmer, except for way back in the day. But it's just kind of scary not to have a skimmer for me anyway.
Right. It kind of seems like it, don't it?
Yeah, it kind of seems like
Yeah.
you need it, but I know like with Miracle Mud, they recommend just with that and a refugium, you don't really need a skimmer, is what they claim. And so, and I know a lot of people.
Well, I guess when you, I was gonna say, I guess when you look at it, like which one will be the easier to start back up again? It's easy just to hit the power button right and turn the skimmer back on. But if you kill that scrubber, you know how long it takes to get that thing going again.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
well, it'll be a good test.
That would be my thought.
I agree with you. Because then skimmer will just take right back off, but the scrubber will take another couple weeks to a month before it'll kick back in. But right now the scrubber's off because of the fluconazole, so it'll be interesting to see, in another week once I do my water change and get that medication out. It'll be interesting to see if the scrubber picks right back up or if it takes a while. So I'll keep you guys posted on that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think too many people have crossed that bridge and talked about it, at least that I know of. It may be a article out there or something maybe, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm really liking them, man. I got Brian from Santa Monica sent me a Hog 1.3 for my 58, and forever I've always run bio pellets on that just to keep my nitrates around 5. But over the last couple of months, they've slowly been creeping up. They got up to a little over 20 actually, and for some reason the bio pellets just stopped working. And I took them offline. I kind of let them just burn themselves out, took them off, and I added the scrubber. And I'll tell you what, they dropped within 2 weeks of that thing kicking in. The nitrates are right back down at 5. So I'm really happy with that.
So what, it works out. I'll get myself one and turn my skimmer off.
Yeah, I guess too, you could always.
Well, I can't see, but I think I would, yeah. Because I seem to be, a lot of people seem to be having benefits turning them off. I think what a lot of people are doing at the minute, everyone's going old school. They're going back to T5s and turning the skimmers off.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. People can't make their mind up.
Exactly. Kevin said here, Phil, are you running the wet or dry skimmer? So me and you, Phil, are we running wet or dry skimming? I'm running dry. Every now and then, I'll run a wet. Only every now and then, but usually I run dry skim.
Yeah, I run mine pretty dry too. I could probably go a little drier, but it's it's definitely not wet, like super runny.
It could take me 2 months to fill my cup up. You know what I mean? That's how wet, that's how dry I do mine. But like I say,
yeah, I guess the other thing I could do too is once if I throw the scrubber back on without the skimmer and it starts to raise up, you could hook up since I have an Apex, just have the skimmer come on for whatever, like 6 hours a day or something like that.
Sure. I'll show you how dry it is. I'll just get a scoop out of the rim of my cup. I'll show you how dry this is. Right, give me a second. So I run it that dry, so it should look at that. How thick that is.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Now that's what I can scoop out. That's why it takes so long, but that's how thick it is in the cup all the time.
I'll tell you one thing. This new iPhone, the battery on this thing is amazing. Gas usually drains you all the way down really quick, and this thing hasn't moved at all. It's a good
What'd
thing.
you get, CJ? The 8 or the 8 Plus? The 8 Plus?
You right, Midge? Simply reefing.
Yeah, I think I need to go grab a little $20 frag, a millipore or something, and put it in the 120 to see how it does.
Why don't you get some
Need a test coral? Satosa. I need a test coral because I know myself. Once I unleash myself buying corals, I'm gonna buy a whole crap ton of them at once.
I wouldn't get a Montipora for a tester coral because they're just really, really hardy, aren't they?
What about a millipore? I'm in a millipore. Millie. A millie.
Yeah.
Yeah, millie or a stylo or something like that. I mean, basically a piece of something I know I'm gonna want to have in my tank anyways.
I'd go more with a millie than a stylo. The stylos are hardy as crap and all, aren't they? Really, you want something that's not hardy. That.
Right.
Yeah. Obviously, you want to go for something cheap, not expensive.
Right.
So, there's anyone that lives near CJ who wants to give him a frag for free? Just to test it. If it works, you can have it.
I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a YouTube video with sad music playing, saying, "Please send me corals."
What?
Please.
I'll set up a GoFundMe page. Corals only.
No, not a GoFund because people get mad at the word GoFund.
Okay, I'll set one up saying give me.
There you go. Give corals. Nah. Seriously though, I am about to try to reach out and see if I can secure some sponsored corals, man. Every bit of thing I can get for this tank for free goes a long way.
F that.
It really does because me buying corals for this tank every month is gonna take like 3 years to fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin's right here. Kevin's right here for you. He said, "F that. I would not give CJ's aquarium shit. He only wants colonies."
Well, Kevin, all I want is your shrimp moat. I don't want your corals. I want your shrimp, your lobster.
He's hungry. Come on.
You should hit those guys up that helped you test your lighting, CJ. See if they'll give you a couple of tester frags.
Yep, you're right. The Reef Club.
Yeah,
they would for sure. It's a Facebook group too. I'll just hit them on the Facebook group. That's what I'll do. That's a good idea. Because they had a group buy on there too, man. I need to start keeping up more with the local Reef Club because they got a whole lot of stuff going on that I could jump in.
Everyone needs to know that sharing is caring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I got some stuff to give them. I'll give them some stuff I got in the basement. I got a box of shit in the basement that I need to give away. I'm still working on.
What you want to do is get on what's that Craigslist, is it? Put some stuff on swap for frags. Is that right?
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
They have I don't know if you ever go on the forum, CJ, but on Reef to Reef, and their livestock thing, like I was telling you on your stream, I'll show you the frags I picked up for $20 a piece. Let me turn my camera back on. So these 3 here were $20 a piece.
They're big too.
Yeah, they're nice and chunky. Yeah, so the one on the right is a tricolor Valletta. That one is a purple passion in the back, and I can't remember the name of that one right now. The red one. And then
I like that, man. You got all the colors.
And then this green fuzzy one right here was part of the 20. And then that Garf Bonsai was 20. and then these two right here. And then he threw in a couple. So I got 8 frags from him, and it cost me. He only charged me for 6, so it wasn't too bad. I got him for $120.
That's a hell of a deal, and they ship to you and survive the shipping.
Yeah. Well, he charged me $40 for the shipping.
Did you get them in the cold weather, or was it warm outside? Because it's getting cold outside now. It makes me nervous about ordering anything shipping wise.
Yeah, it was. Let's see, I've had them now for about 3 weeks, so it wasn't that cold, but yeah, it worked out fine. The guy was cool, man. I saw him on there, and I just reached out to him. He had me PayPal him, and you can kind of get a feel from the people, because other people will respond like on the post that they've dealt with them before and had good luck, and just another option.
Smoke on that e-cig.
Yeah, that's me. I'll mute my mic.
Kevin's trolling. Kevin's been a troll. CJ's not ordering anything. What the hell's he talking about? Phil, Steve said, ask Phil power on the SPS.
Yeah.
Okay, hang.
Signal. I didn't hear a word of anything.
Hang on a second. I'll grab my notebook. I did a par test on them, and I'll tell them.
Steven said, CJ, it's better to ship corals now than it is in the summer.
So what you're saying is heat is worse than cold?
Yeah, see you later, Kevin. Yeah, it's better to ship them now. You stick an heat pack in now. It's going to keep them about 25, 26 degrees. So it's actually better shipping them when it's colder than it is when it's warmer.
I guess it's easier to keep something warm than it is to keep something cold, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, if Steve's watching, let me look at my thing here. Red Dragon, tricolor. So this portion of the tank is getting between 275 and 300 par. And then as it drops down, it goes to about 250. And then in this very corner here, let me see, candy cane. And I'm getting about 150, and then about 150 to 125 on the sand bed.
Have you done the reflexive par, Phil?
I don't know. I don't know the difference. I just use a apogee par meter.
No, I mean, if you get your par meter, turn it upside down towards the sandbed and see what the light is reflecting up. Like the reflexive off the sandbed upwards?
Oh, okay, yeah, I've never tried that before, but
because you've got white sand, you're going to get par bouncing up and all. So you're going to get reflective par for corals that are underneath, the rocks.
Yeah,
it's good to put corals under there.
That's a great idea.
Yes, so corals that only need a bit of light. That's why you actually put them, because they're still getting light that's reflecting from the sandbed up.
Yeah, this under this little ledge right here, Chalices, at least this one doesn't like that much light.
Yeah.
So it's pretty shaded, but it's getting 90 par right there.
Yeah, so if you've got your par meter, turn it upside down and see what light's reflecting off the sand, you'll be surprised how much light actually reflects off the sand back up.
I'll definitely try that. So in theory, then, wouldn't that be better to have a sand bed instead of a bare bottom tank if you wanted to?
Yeah. With white, maybe you have white sand, yeah. Because it happens naturally. You know, in the wild, you get reflective path. That's why you see corals growing underneath rocks, because they're getting the light reflected from the sand bed. Nah. What? What? No, in there. I'm eating M&Ms and my dog thinks you can have some. Go on, in there. You're not having M&Ms.
What kind of parameter do you have, Paul? You have the
I just use
Senai?
a Sen. Yeah, I just use a Senai.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have got that one now. I got the Apogee, the USB one that plugs into a laptop.
Yeah.
And I've had some issues with it, but I called Apogee and they walked me through and helped me calibrate it and all that. So I think it's still pretty accurate, but.
What was I going to say? They're bringing a new one out, Senai. Just a pure par meter, which is a lot more sophisticated than the one that is actually built into this one now. That'll be out next year.
Yeah, aren't they coming out with the alkalinity monitor too? That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got. I think it's 4 new products they've got for next year. They've got a CO2 sweet one. I think the CO2 is for fresh water. They've got the light meter. They've got the KH meter. I think there's another one. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, but they've got 4 new products. But the KH one, I think that's the one I'll definitely get. The good thing about that, it's still got the par meter built into it.
Now, on the one you have now, does you know how it has the cartridges you have to change if you want to do your ammonia and all that? So does the par meter still work even without cartridges? If you wanted to use it just strictly for a par meter?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The par meter still works, and the temperature still works on it. The cartridges are for the ammonium and the pH. And I think they've dropped the price. On the new one, when they bring the new one out, they're going to have cartridges still, but I think they're a bit cheaper than they are now. So I think at the minute they're about £27 over here, between 25 and 27. I think they're going down to 23 for when the new one comes out. So it works out about over here, about £7.50 a month. But to run your KH every half an hour, test it every half an hour, it's more than worth it. Steve, Nicole, I think that's Tunley. So tanks and updates is here. Let's have a look at his tank. Okay, his tank's not on. It's a picture.
Shows him in there. His mic's muted.
Yeah, he was there a second. I'm positive he had his tank up there a minute ago. Are you there, tanks and updates? No. Are you there, Tunley? No. It's all coming on, but we're not talking. Tell you what, what's going on with this American thing? All these Trump's aides getting like arrested.
I don't know. We'll see. No, that one guy that got arrested, they wanted like give him a $10 million bond and something. Imagine some people will probably go to jail after all this. We'll see though.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah. Something about when you're that powerful, though, you know, you seem to get away with a lot. So, who knows?
We don't live in the 1800s anymore. You can't get away with it anymore. Thanks for an update. Just keep your camera still. Right.
I upgraded my
cam.
tank. This is a 40 gallon.
Yeah, show me the air cans.
They're just in like Saturday, so they're still kind of shriveled. I just put them in Saturday.
Where did they come from?
And I still have a little bit of algae. God.
Yeah, where did the mate cans
tank.
Where did the mate cans come from?
I don't care what the tank police say. Once the tank gets too big, I'm gonna get them out of here or upgrade. It's gonna be a tiny one, so. Oh, yeah, the algae's ugly. I hate it. Unfortunately, the acro did not make it, but everything else made it except my skunk cleaner shrimp, the acro, and yeah, even my starfish made it, which I'm kind of impressed.
Why? What happened to your system?
Oh, I got rid of it because I was starting to outgrow that system, so I went and bought this 40 breeder.
Right. Where did you get the mate cans from?
I got them like 8 months ago, 9 months ago. I got them from Exotic Pets.
What you need to do with them, air cans are supposed to be on the sandbed, but looking at them, they need to be up higher. They're not getting enough light. That's why they're like that. Trust me, I'm the air can king. I've grown colonies of rainbow air cans and sold them. They're not getting enough light. What you could do is, if you raise them up, let them puff up again with light, and they'll grow back quick.
Should I move? Oh, all right, I'll move them.
Yeah, put them up high,
I'll
so
move
get
them
them all
tomorrow because I don't want to stick my hands in the tank anymore.
So Paul, when they're sucked into the skeleton like that means they need more light, huh?
Yep.
Because I have some kind of red acan that's done that from day one, and I've tried, but he's down low, so maybe I'll try moving him up.
Right, I'll just take a photograph. I've got one air can left in my tanks. I've sold them all. I sold them for like £450, which is, what's that in American? About $600 I sold them for. But let me show. I've got one left. Let me show you. Bearing in mind, my lights are ready for going off here, so you'll understand. Right, but air cans look like. I've just took that photograph, by the way, like that. You see?
Oh yeah.
Air cans look like that. You know that they're happy as a chappy. Look, all the polyps are out on them. And they should be buckling over each other and all. So that's how you want them. And it's usually 90% because of light. Yeah, it's light. Yeah, because if you think, right, if you've got, Phil, whereabouts are yours? Are yours on the sandbed?
Yeah, right here, look.
Yeah, so you're talking about, you said you got 90 par there.
No, that was in the other tank. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my chart, but like these guys here are okay. I wish it was a better focus, but those there, but these over here, they're kind of like they stay like retracted in the skeleton.
The one thing with air cans, right? Angelfish absolutely love them, and you'll never see them pecking them. They always do it on the sly. They always do it secretly.
Is that why I can't grow acans? Because I have 2 angelfish?
Yep. Trust me, I tested it, right? I had an angelfish in my system, and I had air cans, and my air cans retracted. Never, ever seen the angelfish pecking at them or anything, ever. I took the angelfish out, I sold it to my aquariums, and all my air cans went boom, and all puffed up again.
Peppermint shrimp love acans as well.
Say again?
Peppermint shrimp.
Oh yeah, peppermint shrimp like them, yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure that one out after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. My peppermint shrimp used to always have a go at them. The thing is, what it is with them, acans, they've got all the tentacles coming out, and they're nice and soft and tasty. So anything that'll peck at them, will eat them. Thing is with acans, you don't have to look at them wrong, and they're going. But I tested acans. It took me about 2 years to understand what acans want before I could start growing them properly. And that's when I went out and bought acans that was worth like £50 a head. You know what I mean? And that's why I was selling them left, right, and centre.
Yeah,
I was growing that well.
I've got a couple in my tank. I think I bought them as fags. Probably had 1 or 2 heads on them, and within 6 months, was usually Triton as well. I've got about 30 heads on them. They just explode.
Yeah. I always tell people to put acans on the sandbed, because acans should be on the sandbed.
Yeah.
If they're on the sandbed, they'll buckle out and grow fast. If they're on a rock, they'll go into a ball.
That's
which
the
is not a
thing.
natural thing.
Yeah, I've had to put mine on the rock because where my tank's so deep, if I was to ramp up my radions, I was hitting like 500-600 par at the service.
Yeah.
Burning all the tips of my SPS. So I've put them up on the rock where they're getting around 120 par.
You would have seen mine. You would have seen mine before I sold them. There was on the rock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was raised up high for that reason, because there wasn't enough light on the bottom.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
But they should be on the bottom. Like my mate now, he's got some in his tank. I sold him the gold ones that I had. He's got all right lights. He's put on in his sandbed, and within he's had them 6 weeks. They've virtually doubled in size.
Yeah.
Because they're on the sandbed. That's what they're supposed to be. But in that tank, Bill, I reckon you'll be able to, acans will absolutely thrive in that system on the sandbed. In that gap there where you're pointing now, that's one spot I'd put, that'd be a beautiful acan garden.
How deep's your tank?
That's 5 foot. It's the Reef.
That's a Reefer 525.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got that white underneath there, but that right at the top there. That's going to go right down in between that.
That's
that'll be my acan garden. Tell you that now.
That's a good idea. I was looking for something to put down on the sand. I was also thinking about doing some clams in here, but
oh yeah, my clam's beautiful. Have you seen my clam?
No, let's check it out. I think I have, but let's see it.
I might have to turn the lights on. 1 minute. Let's just see if you can't see it, I'll turn the lights on. Oh, there it is. Look. See it? The light.
Oh yeah.
That was the light. This is when the fish shits themselves now because I'm turning the light on at night time.
The acan king.
You know I am. Everyone knows I am. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty, man. Looks nice.
Get it back, Phil, yeah. That's nice with sandbed.
So, Paul, when you buy a clam, I've read some stuff like when you're transferring them from the bag to the tank that you don't want to expose them to air. Is that true?
No.
No. Clams can come out of the water.
Yeah.
You see clams out of the water naturally. When the water goes back, they're out of the water for ages.
Yeah.
Keep them moist.
I've seen clams in their natural place where, sometimes for hours when there's low tide they get exposed.
Also, that's what you've got to think when they're harvesting from the sea. They have them out in the sun for hours.
Yeah.
Not even harvested, like clams that are close to shore.
Yeah.
When there's low tide. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're not.
Yeah, I don't know where I read that, but I was I was always curious about that. Maybe they said something about to make sure that their mantle was closed when you're exposing them to the air. I don't know, but I remember reading that, and
they take quite a bit of water. They take quite a bit of water in when they close up anyway. So if you're going to remove them from the bag or whatever shipping container you've got, they'll close up and keep a substantial amount of water just to keep them going, keep them happy anyway. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think sponges are the one that you don't want exposed. But
I know some of the starfish you can't expose to air and sponges, but no clams, you're fine.
See, starfish's balls and all. It is. It is. Look at the thingy when they do it properly. They're always out and about. My starfish, I've always pulled them out, put them somewhere and sort it out and put it back. Never had one die.
Have you got a brittle star, Paul?
No.
Because I had the large brittle star, and when I originally set this tank up, he was hiding in one of the rocks, and
I've got two. I'm lying to you. I've got two.
The black brittle one. Yeah, I exposed one. I exposed him to air, and it died. So whether or not that was just luck of the draw there, but I know that I definitely called my brittle star.
A couple of babies.
In my smaller tank, I've had a black brittle star in this tank for 25 years.
Jesus.
His legs are probably, I'll show you here. He's under the rocks, you won't see him. But when he lives in this hole right here, and he can come out and put his leg from the bottom all the way up here. So his leg's probably 14 inches long or so.
Yeah, they get big.
Thing's massive.
I've got one of my mates' corals in my tank here. Look at that. It's dripping at the top. Ooh. Not my coral, so I don't care. But I've got to ring him to tell
And
him.
then Paul.
Yeah.
This clownfish right here I've had for 23 years.
Really?
23 years.
Jesus.
Wow.
$23.
Yep. I've had him from the time I set this tank up. Probably a little over that now. You won't touch these guys. He just lives in this.
Oh, he's happy. He's happy.
Yeah.
After 23 years, you can't tell him what to do.
No, I just let him be.
Oh, my missus has got her off duty for Christmas. Let's see if she's working Christmas Day. Well, she's working New Year's Day. That's rubbish, isn't it? Mm. Right, just give me a second. I'm just going to ring my mate up to tell him that his coral's stripping. 1 sec.
that's not going to be a nice call.
Well, it's not. Hey, you shouldn't have left it in my tank. I give him the thing. I told him when he brought him. If anything goes wrong with him, I'm not going to get the blame for it. Now, I don't know. Everything else is doing. Other corals he's brought are basing out onto my rock, so that's good for me. But I don't know if I've knocked it or something, and it started doing it that way. Coming from the top, so it's telling me it's not dying. Otherwise, it's coming from the bottom. It seems to be the bit where no light's getting to it.
Ah. You have it on a frag rack, or you put it on your rock?
No, it's just on the bed. It's on the sandbed. It's a SPS on the sandbed. In fact, I'll turn my camera. I'll show you where it is. Because he's brought that many of them. I've got a few down there. You see, they're on the sandbed down there. But
Oh, I see.
Yeah, absolutely rammed. Yeah, I never had no room at the top, so I had to put like 3 down here. That corner there is freaking hell. Most of it's looking fine, and I've not checked the gauge either, so.
So it's time for me to, now that everything is stable, it's time for me to restock the tank again.
Right, I'm just going to ring him. I'll be back. I'll be back in a sec.
Yep.
What are you restocking now? Just the corals that stripped when you made the switch?
Well, in the 2 months, I've had a couple of issues. So, when I went on vacation, return pump failed. But no, well, my ATO failed. I got the new Neptune Apex, and when I put it in, I didn't set it properly. So, no water was getting to the tank was being topped off for about a week. Then because everything was being dosed in the sump, so I guess the tank wasn't being dosed for another week, for the same week. It's just been a comedy of stuff, Yeah. All right. Steve is saying the tinkerer is in the house. Oh boy. It was just a couple of things. So Montipora kind of, I had like a 1 foot by 1 foot like big Montipora capricornis that was like 3 levels, the plating type. It died. Had a nice Samacora that was like the most toxic green. Pretty much all my SPS died except this Passalopora. So tomorrow, I'm meeting up with a guy who's going to give me a couple of frags, like a pink bird's nest, a blue digitata, a purple and blue Passalopora, some Red Sea Xenia, whatever that is.
That's that.
I don't know.
It spreads like wildfire. Just be careful with that.
Well, I know I have Xenia in my tank too.
Okay.
I have Xenia, but I don't know if it's because of the low nutrients, but it doesn't really spread much. So I don't know what the difference between the Red Sea and the regular pulsing Xenia.
The Red Sea one is like more of a pinkish color. And then the regular Xenia is usually a kind of a little bit more browner, like a tanner color.
I see. I'm not even sure.
And I think the regular has like I think that the little pom-poms are a little longer too. I used to have it when I first set up this tank. I had the Red Sea Xenia, and it actually would spread so fast. I would cut little frags off and just rubber band it to rubble rock. And my LFS would give me $10 per frag or rubble. And so that's how I bought all my supplies. I go in with 10 frags, get $100 store credit, and I was able to kind of, buy my salt and that kind of stuff. But same with you. Once my nutrients got to where it was, they were down really low, it just all kind of faded back, and eventually I wasn't able to keep it anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. But I'm glad everything is on the up and up now. Everything is stable. So it's time to kind of dive back in.
What problems did you have with the Neptune auto top off? Is that when didn't you the float stick or something?
Yeah, I put in so what happened is 10 o'clock that I was leaving to go on vacation Atlantic City the next day. And my return pump failed like 6 o'clock in the evening. So I had this Reef Octopus Varios 8 pump sitting here, and I hadn't decided if I was going to put it on the tank yet. So, I was leaving to go on vacation at 10 a.m. 6 a.m. I was in, Home Depot buying plumbing supplies to kind of, attach it to my plumbing. So I attached it, and I guess when I put the ATO, I didn't check it properly. So the float valve was, bumping on the plumbing and didn't sort of, was preventing water from,
Also wouldn't
going
move,
in.
yeah.
Yeah. So that happened. And let me pull up some old videos, but probably the toughest. I mean, the SPS. I'm okay. I'm not that okay with looting the SPS, but we had this really cool purple torch with a bunch of heads, and we've had it for a while, and I definitely lost that. That was kind of the worst thing about it.
Yeah.
My wife still gives me shtick about that now. She was talking to me about it today. Yeah, because where we had it mounted, it was just kind of just moving. The movement was excellent. So, no, not the Hellfire, Steve. I lost Rico. I bought a Hellfire from Rico. I think it had 5 or 6 heads. 2 died within the same week, but the rest have recovered and are looking good.
Do you have that mounted on your back wall?
I used to. Not the Hellfire yet. The Hellfire is on the sand bed. I'm actually going to be mounting. I'm not adding too many corals. You know what I want to do? I want to have just a few colonies and then grow them to sort of big colonies. I don't think I want a ton of frags. So these that I'm getting tomorrow, those are fine. And then I'm going to save the last couple of spots for like showpieces, for like really nice stuff. So, I'm looking at a lot of my friends' tank, I guess because stuff is more expensive and everybody wants this cool frag. And then what ends up happening is they frag it earlier. Looking at my friend's tank the other day, and it looks like his tank looks like a collection of frags, even though it's, like a multi-year-old tank. So I'm going to try, even though I'm the tinkerer, as Kevin was saying, I'm the chief tinkerer, but I'm gonna try and just have a few colonies and grow them out to like giant colonies.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Just got to shell out the dough. That's the only thing with the bigger colonies. You know who sells some pretty nice colonies is Unique Corals.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to their site and just go under their SPS section, and there's a section that says just colonies, they have some pretty nice pieces for pretty reasonable.
And because here in New York, my LFS is Manhattan Aquariums, which is owned by the same guy. So I can actually get free shipping. I can buy 1 or 2 pieces and get it shipped to my LFS for free.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I thought that they had something I thought that they were in both locations.
Yeah.
Unique Corals.
Yeah, Joe Caporetto, he owns Manhattan Aquariums. He owns one of the biggest service companies, operate out of the same location here, New York Aquarium Service. They do big builds for like even some of the universities. They take care of some high-end clients. They're very respectable here in New York. In fact, the staff, the service staff, the service area of the business is probably bigger. Or at least in this part, has more employees than the retail store itself. That's how big that is. But those are good guys. They're really yeah. I can buy anything from the website and have it shipped to the store and pick it up from the store for free shipping.
Yeah, you're lucky, man. You guys have so much out there. I live in a little town in California, and we had a place that was fantastic, but he wound up selling his business and just doing like a full mobile service. And so there's not a shop anymore, which sucks. But
yeah, a lot of stores are losing to like online bulk resupply. I gotta say, and sometimes it's sad, but like for instance, when I bought my tank, I bought my tank new. The Red Sea 350 was like, was it $1,500 or $1,600? And at the time, Red Sea was having not Red Sea, Bulk Resupply was having one of those, extra points things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, if I had bought it in New York, let me do the math here. I think it was 1,600, but let me say 16. So if I had bought it here in New York, it would have been an extra $132 for tax. So when I bought it from Bulk Resupply, not only did I not pay that $132, I got another the points, and then it was some kind of bonus thing. So I got almost $200. So I got $200 in points from Bulk Resupply, and I saved another $132. So that was almost a $350 swing.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I did the same thing when I was shopping for my new tank. I bought everything from Bulk Resupply, with the exception of the tank because they were out of stock. But everything else I got on 10 times points. So I was able to get my WXM module and my return pump for basically free, which was nice. And then the tank I wound up getting at Aqua Cave. And I didn't get as many points on that, but I still got some.
Yeah. Yep, Aqua Cave. I know those guys. I bought a couple of things from them. Yeah, so that is but I try to buy this fixture. I did try to get my LFS to get it for me. But you couldn't give me a guarantee, so I didn't want the pre-order from Bulk Resupply to run out, so I ended up just ordering from Bulk Resupply. Reefer Fox.
Did you get it?
Reefer Fox is saying things might change if shipping costs go up. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, shipping costs are not going up. No, because it's built for the consumer now because of Amazon and other things. Everyone wants free shipping. So I'm sorry. Even, what Bulk Resupply did, basically Bulk Resupply being in Minnesota, which is in the middle of the country, kind of forced Marine Depot to open like an East Coast shipping center. Really can't, because, once Bulk Reef was in the middle of the country, even before free shipping, you had to wait more than a week. You ordered something from Marine Depot on a Monday. I wouldn't get it until the following Monday or so. At Bulk Resupply, you order it, you get it in 3 or 4 days. You get it in 3 days. So, Reefer Fox, I don't think free shipping is going away. I do think, though, if they're doing taxes, because if I had to pay the same taxes for Bulk Resupply versus I might consider certain things, but then again, I'd still get the points.
Yeah, that's why I don't use Marine Depot, because Marine Depot charges me California sales tax.
Yeah.
So I order from Bulk Resupply because I don't have to pay the tax. So.
Yeah. Reefer said, but carriers are struggling with hiring due to low wages. Man, I hear you. I don't know. It's a lot more complicated than than I know. I'm a consumer, and I've dealt with both sides as a merchant and as a consumer. You gotta satisfy the consumers. People are looking for free shipping. Yeah, so that's a big swing. I will I need some Triton stuff. I need the alkalinity booster for Triton, and I try to get my fish in my local fish stores wherever possible. But when I'll even go as far as tell them what I need, but then sometimes if I can't get definitive, when I'm adding fish to my tank, I try to. Doing a tank transfer method is a pain in the butt here in an apartment because it's a lot of salt, it's a lot of water. It takes some planning to just have buckets and a tank, and a little tank set up. So what I tend to do is I want all my fish at the same time. I want to get 3 or 4 tank transfer method them together, acclimate them together, and just try to, get them in the tank at the same time to sort of reduce aggression, or just, because it's easier what I'm doing. And when I can when I can go on Live Aquarium and get everything delivered the same day, and the LFS kind of sort of can't give me the same guarantee, then I'm sorry, just for my sanity and to make my job easier, I'm just gonna go with Live Aquaria.
Yeah. I like that they have a guarantee too, the 14-day guarantee.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because that's why nowadays I don't mind doing the tank transfer method on, because I bought a bunch of fish the other day. Half of them, 4 fishes, a couple of wrasses, the engineer goby, and another nice, and 2 of them didn't make it through tank transfer method, the other 2, but I got my money back.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that guarantee. When I had that marine velvet outbreak, I had bought 6 fish from my local fish store, and you probably heard the story before, but I walked back in there after I got the velvet to get some medication, and they had no fish in their entire store. And I asked them what happened, and they told me their whole system was wiped out by velvet. And I said, well, that explains where I got it from. And even with that, them knowing that, they wouldn't give me any type of credit. And I lost all of those fish, but was able to save the 11 other fish that I had in the tank. So, yeah, I've been using Live Aquaria and other online vendors for a while now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's good and bad LFSs. I really do like the LFSs. Sometimes I go there and I just go there to hang out, meet other reefers there, and we just talk. But, hang on a second, Philip. Let me just see. Hey,
Christian, is that not me?
Tyler, finish your homework. Sorry about that, Phil.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, so I like my LFS. I just, for my pocket, sometimes, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Oh God, the same thing happened with these Radions. I had gotten, last summer, this guy was breaking down his tank, and I bought some G3s. I think 4 G3s from him Pro, and I got them cheap. Like 4, he gave me them in the box, and I bought them from him, and I sold them. I, pocketed a good amount of money. And then, actually, I saw the G4s on sale, the G4s, and that's when I said, oh, let me sell these G3s and just get the newest versions. So that was another, like, $1,600 purchase that I said, no, I can't go and pay tax on this. It was the same. So that was a $600 swing. So I bought the tank in February, and then I bought the Radion in like July last year. So within a 6-month period, that would have been a $600 swing. It's $100 a month there that you had to spend on livestock or something else. That is hard to ask anyone to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I saw on Reef to Reef today that that lighting fixture you got hit bulk reef supply. Did you get a tracking number?
I didn't. I don't usually get my tracking numbers until like 7-ish.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get a track. I know this company Marine and Reef. They're in Arizona. They've started shipping. Someone said he got it, but they're in Arizona. And then I had used a bunch because I'm helping a friend of mine like set up his build. So the agreement was I would help him buy the equipment. I would help him with the setup and stuff, and I would take all the points. He would order the stuff on my account, and I would keep the points. That's the agreement I had. So I used a lot of points to purchase my stuff. So when I even thought about canceling, I said, I'm going to cancel. I'm going to order it from a company in Arizona. That's going to take me another 4 or 5 days. Got to deal with the whole points issue. It wasn't worth it to me. I actually called Bulk Reef Supply today and asked somebody, I said, hey, when is it coming? And they said it should be shipping within the next week. But today was a tough day work-wise, man. I didn't. That didn't sound so kosher to me. But I didn't want to. I didn't. You know, it was a muggy day in New York. It was raining. I just wasn't in the mood to like, you know, say anything else. Because Ryan, even in the video and then on Reef to Reef, he was saying they should be shipping soon. They're on a truck. Last week he said they're on a truck headed to us now, so we should be shipping them soon. So I did. I wasn't in the mood to fight this morning, so I just let it go.
Yeah. Now, have you decided? Are you gonna put the Radions in the center, or you're gonna do the Kessels?
Probably Kessels.
Yeah, that'll look nice.
I like the shimmer of my Kessels. I thought I had some Kessels here, my old Kessels. But as I was looking for them and I was telling, my wife told me, she said, you're letting someone use them. So I'm letting a buddy of mine use them because his AI had fell into his tank. So, but he's offered to, you know, just pay me for them because he has them on his tank. He doesn't want to take them off. So, but I'm actually going to get a good deal from another reefer on 2 Kessels. So I am going to get 2 new Kessels 360s.
Right on. Are you gonna hang on to the?
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am going to hang on to the Radions.
Yeah, I was gonna say because if for some reason things don't work out, you know, it comes with all 3 mounts, right? You can mount Kessels, Radions, or what else can you mount in there? I forget. The AI primes.
Well, let's just say this. You know, the Aquatic Life fixture looks cool, and I'm happy to try it. But you know, Aquatic Life is not known for making. They're not like a. They're not a like an ATI, or they're not a. I could be totally wrong, but to me, they're not like an ATI, or they're not a Kessel, or they're not the type to make like fully. I don't want to sound like I'm crapping on them, shitting on them publicly without knowing what I'm talking about. But you know, I don't know. When I look at Aquatic Life stuff, it's not like top notch. You know,
Yeah,
it's not some of the high end stuff. Yeah, I hope that didn't come out, you know, funny.
No, I know what you mean. It's just not the product isn't as refined. Like the ATI fixture is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an ATI 6 bulb fixture, 36-inch. That's it's actually in my closet right now, but it's a really nice light. Very well built.
I had an ATI fixture a while ago, just a T5 that you put on a tank, and you know, yeah, it's okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, I don't like. My plan was to immediately sell them, but my thing is, I don't know how much this fixture is going to last, or how long it's going to last, or what's going to happen. So I don't want to go ahead and just. I've been guilty of that in the past so many times, where I just dive with something head on, and then for whatever reason, like I was about to sell my, you know, the whole thing I had with the Reef Octopus pump. I was going to sell my Vectra. In fact, I was gonna like do a giveaway. I say, hey, you know, for like my 1,500 subscriber, like, hey, it's a used Vectra pump, but whoever wants it. Turns out I had to put it back on the tank. So go figure, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes you're better hanging on to that because if you jump in head first, then something goes wrong and you want to go back, you know, then you're double buying. So.
Yep. No, Ricky's Reef is saying. Ricky's Reef 806 Aquatic T5 fixture is a good light. Not better than ATI, but it's still a good light. Okay, Ricky's, I'm going to take your word for it. It's just that the Aquatic Life stuff I've seen in the past has been, like, it's not the high-end stuff, but it's new tech, and I don't know how it's going to do. So I'm not selling my Radions immediately. I'm just going to hang on to it. Yeah, Ricky. I didn't want to seem like I'm crapping on it because I don't know. I don't know this fixture. I've never seen this fixture. It could be that this fixture is just done well, but you know, it's my first time experimenting with T5. But I hope it does well. I'm really excited. I mean, I get excited for pumps and stuff, but I don't think I've ever been like excited to try it. This is my first time. Not my first time, but this is my first time giving T5s like a really good, you know, chance. The last time I had a fixture that. someone gave me and I put it on the tank. It was on the tank for less than a week. But that's the one that, was kind of, that would, it's like a weird fixture. But anyway, I'm glad to give it a try and give it a serious try. And I'm going to have my friend, come over and hang them for me. I'm really excited. I'm excited. I've already have my bulbs. Ricky says I have yes. So I can't, nothing in. I agree with you, Ricky. My nothing in the hobby is definitive, because you can see people get success with something that doesn't work for you. But I see my friend's tank, and I don't think he is up. I think just the spectrum T5 provides. It's healthier corals, and my friend gets away with a little bit more neglect on his tank than I do, because his corals are healthier and better spectrum. We have the same corals from the same colony, but his, like green slimer, it's just thick. The branches are just thick. Mine are so thick, thin, and brittle and just break easy. Also, and this has happened with every LED fixture I've had, the corals tend to, the bottoms just, with T5s, even the bottom of the coral is not bleached out. With LEDs, I guess because of the single point source of light, especially with Kessels and Radions, because of the pucks, the underside of your corals, once they get a certain size, the undersides bleach out. So I'm excited. Now you got me checking. I'm refreshing since Philip, since you told me that I've refreshed my Gmail account maybe 5 times already. I'm loading up the Reef to Reef forums to go see what they're saying over there.
Yeah, I didn't read the article, but I think I saw something flash up about that fixture hitting the store or something like that. But yeah, it'll be nice, man. I know that thing's gonna sell like crazy, and I bet once it does, and if they have a good outcome with it, I bet you ATI or Giesman or someone else will jump on board and make like a, make a fixture that has the mounting brackets in the center.
Yep, that's what basically Ryan, the last video BRS put out, that's what he said. Someone asked a question and say, why hasn't anyone do that before? Ryan said, it's tough to ask any business to invest in agent technology. It's really, and T5s, he said, people have been saying LEDs are the future, maybe even if it's not the best spectrum, or because of all their, shortcomings is not a right word, but, the fact that, maybe the spectrum and stuff of T5s are better, the manufacturer just investing in LEDs because that's what people want. So, because an ATI like hybrid fixture, it's like $1,500, $1,600 for a 4-foot tank, for a 4-foot unit. Yeah, and what I also like what we were telling like aquarium activists the other day when Bulk Resupply measured the par, what I like about it, he said, hey, what you can do is the unit just with the T5 bulbs are probably good enough to have a Softy and LPS tank initially without any LEDs in the middle. So you can buy the fixture as is for $300 or less, put it on your tank, and be able to grow softies and LPS. And then, I was telling aquarium activists, then when you get some money, you could add one LED there on there. Yeah. You can add one LED and then, just keep upgrade. Sorry, I was looking, I'm getting distracted by looking at the thing. I didn't realize Zach and BRS Friday, he said, exciting news for today. We're tracking our shipment of Aquatic Live T5 fixtures. They were on the truck and headed to our warehouse. The news Man, today at 4:24, great news again. Just got back from the warehouse, and it looks like we've got the fixtures received, and our Intrepid crew is busily getting them ready to ship out to all you eager folks. Boom.
There you go.
Any shipping today, because I am going to be one of those crazy people it's after 5. I was going to call.
Oh, man.
You just I don't know. I think I just expect so much from bulk resupply that, yeah, I'm just being unreasonable, but it's all in good fun though. So
you're gonna get the best of both worlds, though. I think that's probably the best setup you can go with T5s and LEDs.
Yep.
I actually what I try to do is on my ATI 6 bulb fixture, I took it all apart and I was going to gut the 3 center bulbs or the 4 center bulbs and try to mount my Kessel AP 700 in there, but it was just too wide. It wouldn't work. So I'm going to have to do something different if I want to throw some T5s on, but.
Yeah, I am happy. I'm probably going to put the Radions in at first. And then, I should have the Kessels maybe next weekend, not the coming weekend. The entire family's probably going to, I got to go pick them up somewhere in Jersey. I don't know if they'll be here this weekend, but this weekend I'm going to get the family together and go watch the Thor movie.
Oh,
so
cool.
It'll probably be, I'll probably put the Kessel. It'll be cool. I'll have the Radions on for a week, which will give me time to probably make a video, take some par. But I've said it many times, I've missed my Kessels. I think Kessels give the best shimmer, hands down. Like, it reminds me of even a couple of years ago, growing up in Jamaica, going to the beach. Yes, Christian, I'm okay. It reminds me of a couple of years ago. The last Christian, I'm on the phone. It reminds me of a couple of years ago when the last time I was in Jamaica and just going to the beach at 12 o'clock midday and just going into one of the shallow areas and just seeing the shimmer and the shimmer lines on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I like it too. I was going to do a couple of AP 700s over the new tank, but with the software problems and stuff, linking two together, I decided just to go with the Radions because they've been proven over and over and over again. So, but the other light I debated on was the Giesman, the hybrid with the T5 and LEDs, because it was, for one light fixture, it would have been about the same price as 3 Radions. So I almost went that way, but didn't want to hang anything from the ceiling either. So
I didn't want to. I had to bribe the wife. So
it'll look nice though. That's a nice clean fixture. It'll look good.
Yeah, I'll put it 8 inches over, so there won't be much light spillage because I'll have it right, over the top. I think it'll look good. I think the cord management could have been a little better, but I think I'm nitpicking. The 2 Kessel fixtures, the 2 Kessel fixtures sitting right, on each side, I think it's perfect. I bought 2 Coral Plus and 2. Oh man, I forgot what I
Blue Plus?
Blue Plus and I don't remember the combo, but
Aqua Blue. I think you mentioned you got an Aqua Blue special.
Yes, and someone told me that's going to be white. But
that was probably me. I used to have that bulb, and they are pretty white. I mean, it's a good light, but if you like white, I mean, it's.
I like my Reef on the whiter side, but Billy Pipes. There was a store going out of sale in New Jersey, and Billy went there a couple of weeks ago and bought some stuff, and he picked up 2 Coral Plus bulbs for me. So I'm probably the final combination will be Coral Plus, the 2 Blue Plus, the 2 Coral Plus.
Yeah, that's a good choice. That'll look good. Yeah, when I had my 6 bulb fixture, I ran 4 blue plus and 2 coral plus. But then there was one point, someone on the forums recommended it was a Giesman KZ something, and it had like a purple, kind of more like a purple glow to it. And that was a really nice bulb. But I went through different ones. I had the aqua blue special for a while, but it was, for my taste, I like kind of more of a blue tank, but it was pretty white. But not that white. I mean, it was just a little bit more white than I like. But
what I like about this Kessel is gonna be plug and play. I don't have to worry about matching any spectrum. The Kessel already has the spectrum nailed down. In fact, I can't screw with it. So I just run it at whatever. I just tune the Kessels to whatever colors, and just get different bulb combinations to whatever visual effect I need. And that way, if stuff isn't going right in the tank, I don't have to worry about spectrum, because I know that the lights and the lights between the T5s and the Kessels, it has all the spectrum it needs. Then it must be water, so I'll worry about that.
Well, Dave, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be nice.
Dave said I'd take purple plus. Yeah, purple. I think the bulb you were talking about with the KZ, I think the ATI equivalent of that is purple plus.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how the different names. People have been given Jason Fox and what's his name, Jake Adams from Reef Builder shtick, because Jason Fox said he runs actinics, and that's why you got to be a little bit careful what you say, because I've seen people run in the forums. People are quoting Jason Fox like hey, he runs all actinics, but I think what people realize is that he's using the Giesman bulbs, and the equivalent Giesman calls their basically their blue plus bulb, they call it actinic plus. So I guess he kind of misspoke when he said their true actinic bulb, they call it something like true actinic.
Gotcha.
So there was a little bit of mix up there. So no, Jason Fox does not run all actinic bulbs. No, he doesn't. Yeah, that's been on the forums a lot the last week. I haven't spent much time on the forums recently, but that's something I noticed.
Yeah, I heard him say that, and I know with the ATI actinics, they don't put out as much par. They're strictly for the color, but when I had my 6-bulb fixture, I was actually burning a lot of my LPS in my 58. And someone had suggested, instead of running 4 blue plus, to do 2 blue plus and then do 2 actinics. That way it would cut down on some of the par.
Hello. Oh, hi. Hey, sorry about that, Philip. Sorry.
No problem.
Tyler's grandma. Yeah, I'm sorry, Philip. What were you saying when you were running your 6-bulb fixture?
No, when I was running it, I was actually burning a lot of my LPS. And so what I was going to do before I switched over to LEDs is I was going to run 2 blue plus and then 2 actinics on the end, because they put out lower par. And then that way, but I decided instead of just keep spending money on bulbs, I went the LED route. But I switched. Originally, I was on metal halides, and then I switched over to T5s, and then finally to LEDs.
All right, Philip, give me 1 sec. Give me about 2 or 3 minutes. Let me just handle some stuff with my kids, and then I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
And, all right.
Steve's still here.
Yeah, I see Steve. Steve says he has no mic. All right. So Super Yellow Tank says he has an early start. Well, he's in the UK. 3 blue plus and 1 purple plus. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna be messing with experimenting with the bulbs. I'm excited though. I am really excited about T5s. I think I'm gonna try and leave my Reef alone. All
Yeah,
right.
just let it cook in for a while with them, and it'll take a while to see the results. And then hopefully, though, you'll see something.
Yeah, I'm gonna run the Radions at maybe just, I'm gonna turn everything down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna measure the par of what I have now, and
just kind of match it.
You go under by a little bit, and then slowly acclimate.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Slowly go up to where I was before. So with the T5s, I'll start the T5s. I'll turn the Radions down to half of what I was running them, and then run the T5s maybe only 2 to 3 hours a day, and then just keep going up by that from there.
What do you run your since you have your Radions by themselves on your tank now? What do you run your overall power at?
Don't remember. I think it goes to like maybe 55%.
Oh, okay, you're that high.
How high?
Yeah,
are
I'm
you?
still lit. Well, this is the
Philip,
first time I've had radio.
Guess what? I just got a shipping confirmation, man.
Oh, nice.
I just got a shipping confirmation. Woo!
But no, on mine, I'm not familiar with these Radions, so I'm running the Coral Lab AB Plus schedule, and I didn't really change any of the ramp up times or anything, and I'm running the overall power at 48%.
Okay. You have 3 of these over a 6-foot tank,
5 foot.
right?
Yeah.
A 5-foot tank?
Well, what is the reefer? It's
the reefer 525. I thought it was more.
Let me check. I got my tape. Yeah, it's 59 inches, so just under 5 foot.
So you have 3. Okay, you have excellent coverage. Yeah, you should start yours low. I have a foot. I have a foot less, and you have an extra foot and an extra radion. So you have 6 pucks. So yeah, you're running yours lower than mine. Yeah. The Radions definitely have more punch than the Kessels. I'll tell you that. The par numbers, the Radions can give you way more than the Kessels. Way more punch. So
I think I started. The tank's been going 7 months now. I think I started at 40% and I've worked my way up to 48. And I might bump it a little bit more, but I'm getting like about 300 on the top of my skate and about 150 on the sand bed. So it's pretty decent coverage.
I'm running an XR15 G4. I got it from a guy like really cheap. I think about $200. $200, and it's at 20% on his nano tank. The par numbers were crazy. I forgot the numbers, but basically, I have Montecora, I have Digitata, I have SPS in this tank, and they're growing well. So one
who came
month
in?
ago, I gave away a bunch of mushrooms. Like I literally took some out and gave them to a guy. And I think a month later, like I have another mushroom explosion. Yeah.
Oh, is
I
that the
think,
nano tank? Is
yeah,
that
it's
the
the
nano
nano
tank?
tank. Yeah.
Okay.
I think in the last year, I think in the last couple of months, there's been a couple of times where I've taken out all the mushrooms and have given them to other people, and they just come back. And yeah, this is the nano.
Yeah, if you leave a little tiny piece, they'll come back.
Yeah. But everything is doing well here. Yeah, everything's doing well. Can't complain. Nice bubble tip anemone right there. And the stocking on this tank is 2 clownfish.
There you go.
I
Your
have
camera
2
was
wheel.
off.
Oh, 2
It was off for a
clownfish.
second.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Yeah, I have 2 clownfish, 2 wheeler gobies, and 2 pistol shrimps that you hear them clicking all the time. 3 months, no water changes. This is the Triton tank. That's the filter. That's the only filter on this tank right there. I took a 2 little fishies reactor and wrapped some lights around it.
There you go. It's working good.
Yeah. And then I have the coral box doser, and I made some dosing containers from these Voss water bottles.
There you go. I got the same ones.
Yep.
Yeah, those bottles are great.
Yeah, I found them. The first time I wanted these, I bought them online for about, I think, $10 or $12 for 2. But then the last couple of weeks, I found them in Walmart for $5, $2 each. And here is my son runs an Apex. Well, not my son. Let me not say my son, me. So here's the control center. This tank is running an Apex Junior. So I try to hide it in this IKEA container. I put it in between the 2 dressers. And I know the light's low, but that's a in between the 2 dressers, it's a 5-gallon ATO that lasts about 3 weeks. So once every 2 or 3 weeks, I break out the RODI system and just refill both ATOs. And I like these tanks now because they're very low maintenance. I still haven't tried Acropora in like a Triton system, but if I'm not able to grow like the real sensitive corals, I'll be okay. For the less work that Triton is. Oh man, those look good.
Yeah, and then I got the same doser as you.
I knew we were like Reefing brothers.
Can you try not to let your stream get that loud? You're gonna interrupt the audio from this really important chat.
CO, I've told you about this top before. See how clean it looks?
Yeah, that's nice. But look, the reason why I didn't spring for it is because I know myself. That's the advanced acrylics one, right? The artfully acrylic.
Artfully acrylic, yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm such a tinkerer and a changer. I didn't want to spend so much money for something, and then I knew like there's a chance in a year I'd want a different light because they cut it so so specific.
Yeah, it's precise.
For like,
look at.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that, but
yeah, I can see it. I've seen one of them in person.
Look at even for the gyre cords.
Yeah, I've seen it in person. So I was really worried, and it's a good thing I didn't because look, a couple months later, I'm already changing lights.
Yeah, you could always take a Dremel to it, I guess. Yeah, I don't plan on changing, so I just got mine one-shot deal. There's my new purple tank.
Nice. Are you finished stocking that?
I got these two guys in quarantine right now. I got another Bang guy in here and a Blue Star Leopard.
Oh, oh man, I've never been able to get my hands on one again.
Yeah, and then the purple Tang was in this QT over here. And so he's out. So I got room. Last week in this tank, I lost the Royal Grama and a McCosker's Flasher Rast jumped out, which I still don't know how he did it because I got window screen on top of egg crate, but I guess that little gap right there.
You found him on the floor?
Yeah, I got up in the morning and I saw him swimming around, and I came in here to feed him like an hour later, and he was on the floor. And I don't know if he was still alive, but of course I didn't know he was on the floor, and I stepped on him.
That's happened to me twice. That's happened to me twice.
Yeah. So these guys have about 2 more weeks in here, then I can put them in. And then I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4 more fish, and I'm done with fish.
All right. Give me another second, Philip. I gotta go handle something else with the kids.
All right.
You don't have young kids, do you?
No, my kid's 30.
4 and 9. All right. They fight over everything. 2 boys.
I'm back.
Hey, Paul. Paul.
I was just winding people up.
Oh yeah. Hey, you're probably laying down or whatever, but O went to take care of his kids, and I got to pop out. I got to get ready for an appointment. So I just want to say goodbye, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah. Cheers for being on, Phil.
All right. Take it easy.
Catch you later, mate.
Later, Steve.
Sure. You crap yourself, Steve. Made me laugh, though, Steve. I had the chuckles. I'd already sent it to her. I sent it to everyone. This stream seems to be a bit dead now. So what I might do, Steve, I might shut it down. If everyone wants to come back on in a bit, like I say, I'll be knocking about anyway. So I might as well shut it down, Anna. Since there's no one here. I don't like talking to myself either, it does me head in. So, good night, people. I'm shutting the stream down. All right, night, Steve. Night, or night, anyone that's on. All right, catch you later. Bye bye.